I see a huge spike in traffic and citation there. And after a few experiments, I found like, wow, this is so big leverage that each brand has, and it's still not used as much as should be for many brands. One reason that defines whether you will be number 1 or number 20 is whether you give something without saying up. If you want to get more traffic, you have to define what's good product at all. And how to satisfy user with less distractions, with less requirements from his side.
5 years from now, what does SEO look like for a B2B SaaS agency?
I guess in 1-2 years, we see that the content that works for SEO and AI chats, it's really already the content that works for any other marketing channel. Customers want to see answers to their fears, even if they are like maybe some delusions about that.
Welcome back to the Agency Insider Show, where we dive deep into the strategies, tools, and minds shaping the future of digital marketing agencies. I'm your host, Navneet Kaushal. Today, I'm thrilled to have Ivan Palii joining us. Ivan is the head of product at Sitechecker, where he's been instrumental in growing their platform to serve over 85,000 SEO professionals worldwide. But what makes Ivan particularly fascinating is his unique intersection of expertise. He's simultaneously a product leader, a B2B SEO consultant, and the founder of Ivan Who Digital. Ivan, thanks so much for joining the show.
Yeah, thank you for such a great introduction. I'm happy to join and run this session. Yeah.
Right. So now, to start, can you tell us a little of your story, how you moved into this niche of technical SEO analytics and AI visibility, and what you are doing right now?
Yeah. So at Sitechecker, I'm already working around 8 years, and I'm started as a marketer at the first marketing the product. And we had a lot of we made a lot of errors here, a lot of pitfalls. The biggest issue we made that we tried to sell the platform to SMBs to we think that we can serve each segment of the market. Yeah, so we just don't have enough expertise in growing B2B SaaS products. And then step by step, I'm learning product management and trying to figure out how we should to do that. Yeah, step by step. Right now we focusing only on a very niche audience like agencies. Yeah, and we tried we say that often people ask us how we are different from SEMrush, Ahrefs, and I say that the biggest difference that SEMrush, Ahrefs, these are the best tool for competitors to research. Yeah, and we are not competing in this space with them, but we are better for accurate analysis of websites to which you have access when you have Search Console, GA4 data, and we try to build insights based on these things. Yeah, so this our focus right now. We also moving on to AI visibility tracking, but not only AI, because Google still has the biggest part of the pie in search traffic, and this is my focus. Yeah, and I also already around 5 years I run Looker Studio templates business, and I like Looker Studio because it often helps to build quick reports, and they work like a prototypes for things I want to build in the app. Yeah, so this is my focus right now. And I also, as a consultant, I try to use Reddit right now because I see a huge spike in traffic and citation there. Yeah, and after a few experiments, I found wow, this is so big leverage that each brand has, and it's still not as used as much as should be for many brands. And you can get great results just doing things every day there. Yeah, running on subreddit, commenting the relevant threads, etc.
Okay. Now, all right. Now, let's talk a little bit about your journey and perspective, which has been interesting. And one thing I found interesting is that you coined a term called SEO product manager.
Do you mean the role, the article about who is a product manager and why is the future of the SEO?
Yeah, so a lot of people would either have SEO specialist or a product manager. So can you walk us what exactly is an SEO product manager?
Yeah, it's a great question. I see the spike in the titles on LinkedIn about how people describe themselves, and SEO product manager, like I see more and more often, yeah. And what was the problem at Sitechecker for a long time? We had problems with like in some time Google started to send us less and less traffic, yeah.
Right.
And then we found that not content and not backlinks were the main factor for many landing pages. We have a lot of called extra tools. It's like the landing pages where people look for some tool like check my backlinks, check no index page status, anything, yeah, like check my internal links, etc. And one reason that defines whether you will be number 1 or number 20 is whether you gives something without sign up. Yeah. So Google like rewards engagement and user satisfaction. Yeah. And pages and brands that are ready to give more for free, yeah, they satisfy users better. And if you like require free trial, sign up, yeah, account creation, etc., you reduce your user satisfaction a lot. Yeah, your bounce rate grows, and it's immediately impact on your rankings. We like ran a few experiments. We found that, and then we decide, okay, what is more important for us, like visibility with less conversions, because when you give something for free, you have really less conversions. Or it's
Right.
better to be on number 20 page and get less sessions, but like more conversion. Yeah. We decide that visibility is more important for us. And in terms of finally, we have like the same amount of signups, but with more sessions. Yeah. And then I also like read one of the articles by Brian Brian Chesky. I don't
Okay.
remember exactly. I have a link in my article about the. This is the founder of Reforge, yeah, that wrote a great article about product market fit and product channels fit. And one of the rules when you create that, when you grow the sign up B2B SaaS, is that products created to feed channels, not vice versa. And that means that you have very limited power about what Google how you can get traffic from Google. Google decides which type of content Google wins, and you whether adapt or you just don't get anything. Yeah, and this is what self product manager means. When you work on e-commerce or like B2B SaaS, not just media website, you where only articles. If you create like tools like experiences, then you have to carefully review what's ranked number 1, what Google decides what is a good experience. Yeah. And if you want to get more traffic as a SEO expert, you have to define what's good product at all. Yeah. And how to satisfy user with less distractions, with less requirements from his side. So this is the idea. And yeah, I see that SEO for many products, yeah, not just if this is only a blog, it doesn't work for you. Yeah, if you have a product and you want to get traffic from SEO, you have to merge product and SEO in one role.
Okay. Now, so you were doing digital marketing and then you transitioned to Sitechecker. As what was the pivotal moment that made you realize SEO expertise alone wasn't enough, that you needed to be a product authority? Was it the visibility which you were looking, or there's something else?
Yeah, we had the problem that when I was like the first, my role was marketer, and
Mm.
uh, my goal was to get more SEO traffic. And
Okay.
in those years, I did that. Like I acquired like we have a lot of sessions, but the problem again we didn't have enough sales. Yeah, and to understand the problem, I like started learning about product management, etc. I learned that we have to figure out at first the first bottleneck for any B2B SaaS is retention, and without fixing them, nothing matters. Yeah. So I'm starting thinking how we should improve Sitechecker to increase retention rate. Yeah. And the problem was that we positioned ourselves at first as a site audit tool, site crawler. The problem with this position is that usually brands need site audit not every day. Yeah, like once a quarter, once a year, many of them. Yeah, it's only maybe like big e-commerce website, they need it every day. And the problem, it doesn't give you retention. Yeah, so we started developing like site monitoring features, real-time alerts. We've added Search Console insights, yeah, because you work with Search Console every day if you're ACO.
Right.
And this shift helped us step by step increase retention rate for our ideal customer profile.
Okay.
Yeah. And then step by step, right now we have another bottleneck. Yeah, we have to figure out sales and lead generation from like LinkedIn, because I see that ACO for our product works less and less effectively, just because our core value, there are not enough search demand for it. Yeah, we have to generate demand, not capture demand. Yeah, so this is our goal right now.
Okay. Now, I'm sure you also have a newsletter, right? So
Yeah.
With that newsletter, you wrote that better user experience equals better ranking, but in 90% of the cases, it means less conversion. So I understand when you say the visibility is something which you should be tracking. Now, can you unpack this tension which every agency owner has, just like you? So how does it should work for an agency owner, and how do you think they should navigate the contradiction between SEO optimization and conversion optimization?
Oh yeah, it's a great question, because every time we write a title for our product landing page, we think about marketing copywriting and SEO copywriting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, usually my approach always the same. Yeah. Everything starts with the marketing copywriting, with idea. Yeah,
Okay.
because this is more important. And then we give it to ACO, yeah, maybe, and we try to see where we can add some keywords relevant in the relevant spaces. Yeah.
Okay.
Because yeah, also like important that Google less and less rely on keywords. Yeah, Google understand well enough your landing page. Yeah, title and H1, they are the most critical ones. But again, after that, it's enough to enter a keyword 2-3 times. You also can add the FAQ section below, and it's enough. Yeah, the conversion matter much more. And also considering that AI charts they evaluate you based on the really your current capabilities about what you say about your product. Yeah. So it's better to use good descriptions about what you can, who will win, case studies, etc.
Okay. So, all right. And for agencies, B2B SaaS clients, what are the most common product level mistakes you see that no amount of traditional SEO can fix?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the problem that if you don't have enough value enough, if you don't know how you compare with competitors, because for example for B2B SaaS, creating landing pages with like X brand alternative, brand X versus another brand, yeah, when you position yourself against your competitors, you have to know who your audience and why you are a better solution for them. Yeah. And if you don't, when you know that, you know this, yeah, when you know your ideal customer profile, it helps to create the right content to reach the better audience. The problem also that when you see the keywords, often you don't know who is behind this keyword. Yeah. For example,
Right.
for one of my customers, Favicon, yeah, it's influencer marketing platform. And there is, for example, keyword influencer marketing agencies. Yeah. Like keyword.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know who will search for that. it's the brand who look for an agency to hire, or maybe it's the influencer who want to be hired by agency and will help to get negotiations with the brands. Yeah, I don't know. And it's the big question because depends, you have to prioritize landing pages. And the best landing pages is when you know who your ICP and you see clearly that this keyword is used by your ICP. Yeah. So that's why I like to get information from case studies, sales calls. Often great also if we can run some poll on the landing page, yeah, like maybe some widgets that pop up when users open the landing page. And we just can ask what role describe you the best, your influencer or your brand or maybe the agency. Yeah. So you have to learn about your audience as much as possible to prioritize your content roadmap. Yeah.
Okay. And so you also mentioned that if the products are built to fit with channels, only an SEO product manager can help build a product that fits with Google. So do you have another example which you could have, or something which you did with Sitechecker development where product decision directly impacted organic growth?
Yeah, yeah. One of the biggest contradiction we had to solve as a checker was like deciding whether our homepage should target only brand keywords or it should also target like high competitive keywords like ACO checker, on page SEO checker, etc. Yeah. And then we found that the best solution is to divide these search queries, and uh, homepage for B2B SaaS should target only brand keywords. This is my, like, it's just one of my axioms.
Okay.
Sometimes it works but sometimes it creates problems. Again, why? Because when people look for Sitechecker, they already know our brand and they have more motivation to sign up. And if we will help, we don't give them sign up button at the first screen, but we give them like enter your URL and you'll get the first report for free. We will lose a lot of conversions we could get, yeah, just giving them sign up button because they already know them. They have motivation to act. Uh, for the ACO checker, like more category keyword, when they look for specific tools and they don't know about our brand, if we place the sign up button, we reduce our rankings a lot because other websites ready to give it them for free. They don't require a sign up. Yeah. So we created this like separate landing pages for this purpose called on-page SEO checker, and we give users to get the results without sign up. Yeah. We even created like um, an additional step we've added. You enter your domain name, and then we ask, do you want the one-page report for free without sign up, or do you want the complete report for the entire website with like 100 pages? It will take more time. We will need sign up, but you can decide. Yeah, it depends on you. And if you want free, you get it. Yeah, without sign up. And it helps us to solve the problem because we get better rankings by our high competitive keywords and we capture as much as possible conversions from our branded traffic. Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of the decisions that we made, and I am also I'm trying to figure out with other B2B SaaS products whether they have the same pitfalls. Navneet, are you here? Your microphone is turned off. Microphone.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I don't know, something went. Yeah, sorry about that. So I'll fix it. So, okay. Now, uh, so you were saying something about the product decisions which you were making different landing pages for specific say. So now, when did this? You've been working with Sitechecker for 8 years. So when did this? When did you find that this transition should happen? I mean, how long before you continue trying to gain more subscribers before doing this?
It happens around 2 years ago, yeah, when we found that we tested a lot of things around SEO. We updated our content, we built more backlinks, etc. And then we found that the only solution that defines success is on a higher level, on the product level, not on SEO level. Yeah, and then we made this decision. We solved the problem, and then we found that our head of SEO should be also SEO product manager. He
Okay.
has to manage uh, not just like landing pages, but more like the funnel, yeah, the entire funnel. And he has to be responsible not just sessions, but for like conversions. Yeah, and it changes our approach to work.
Okay. Now, after that, how fast was your growth?
Uh, Again, we've grown our yeah, like trials to some limit. We had like on our maximum around 20,000 signups. I mean, but it's free trials. It's not paid users. Yeah, like so 20,000 per month. It's created accounts. Yeah, free trials started. But again, it helps us. But after that, AI has rolled out. It reduced click for us and for other websites too, and it also like reduced our conversions rate in the app. Yeah, like I mean subscription, because like many people starting, like our audience starting to figure out what's going on here, whether we need this SEO tool or maybe we need AI visibility tool. Like everybody talk about AI visibility now, and
Yes.
like priorities looks like they have changed. Yeah, and we have to develop this feature inside the app to grow it.
Okay. So my actually next segment is on AI visibility report and tracking. So, it is one of the hottest topic in SEO right now is AI visibility. And you've been doing a forefront of this, I think launching Sitechecker, AI visibility and tracker. And I saw you also have a Locker Studio template specifically for tracking AI chat traffic. So, of course, this is a brand new territory for most agencies, and everybody's trying to get more into it. Now, let's start with the fundamental. When an agency owner asks, "Should I care about AI visibility?" So, in 2025, 26, what's your honest answer? Is this a nice to have or a fundamental shift agencies need to prepare for?
It's very great topic, controversial topic. Yes, so
Yes.
uh, there is I would say there is a real bubble, a real hype, yeah, around that. And the problem that if your customers in your agency, they ask you about that every day, and your customers bombarded by messages from other agencies, they see it every day, like you don't visible enough in your ad chats, etc. Your customers will ask about that, and you can try to educate them. Oh guys, there is just 1% of all traffic, or like, and we've already done a lot of SEO work, and like 18% of AI chat visibility is just ACO, etc. They don't want to hear that. Yeah, so customers want to see answers to their fears. Yeah, even if they are like maybe some delusioned about them. And you as an agency have to act. If you won't do that, what they ask, they just will leave you. Yeah,
Right.
and we'll go to the somebody who will sell them their dreams. So yeah, my approach is following. So um, you as an agency should start tracking AI visibility and communicating how you try to do that. Yeah, even if it's the same like or maybe 80% of what you've done for SEO, even if it's that, but you have to sell it as a efforts to increase AI visibility. Yeah, it's what people want to hear. And you also have to like if you want to look as an expert and act as experts, you have to explain your customers like what works for both SEO and AI, and what works only for AI. Yeah, it's not as much things, but you have to communicate it clearly. Yeah, and if we go to the tracking side, how we can track that thing. So yeah, I started with the GA4 template because this is the most accurate data we have. Yeah, by sessions and conversions, and it's something that anybody can get even without paying for tool. Yeah, you can get it in your GA4, but you have to apply the right reports, as I did in my Looker template. Yeah, and there you can compare it with search traffic without comparison with AI search. Yeah, and you can see it on the like charts level, which chats send you the most traffic, etc. So this is the first level, and I believe. Yeah, again, something's happened. Yeah, you don't see the prompts by which people look for you, and the problem that chats send less and less traffic to websites. Yeah, so when people found your brand and then enter it in Google, yeah, you won't see that as the AI chats. Yeah, so the best approach to do that, if you run the service business or SaaS business, is to have the user poll when people choose the channel where they find you after sign up.
Okay.
And then you can merge it with like you can check your acquisition report in GA4 by session source medium, and you can compare it with your like sign up form. Yeah, when you ask them where they find you, and if you see that AI chats like they grow and they also have a huge contribution to conversion, it's already a good signal. Yeah. However, if I would like to protect the AI charts, yeah. Really, Google still has the biggest search engine, and it sends like 100 more traffic, x 100 more traffic. But again, the issue that on possibility that when people look for, the user journey has changed. When people look for information in AI chats, they already and when they visit your brand, they already get their recommendation from the AI chat that they have visited you. It's usually means that they are almost decide to buy you, yeah, or they are more close to the subscription phase when they on Google, yeah, look for some content. So Google still have a lot of informational search queries. AI chats also have them, but when they send it to your website, it's much more like warm audience than on Google. So this is what I see too. Yeah. Yeah, and another, what I say, GA4 traffic. Then we go to the Search Console impressions by brand keywords. This is a good sign. Yeah, if you perform well in AI chats, you should see the increases in your by your brand keywords in Search Console. And the third part is like prompt tracking. Yeah, it's what almost all tools try to do, and which most of the AI visibility tools they are built on prompt tracking at the core. Yeah, like Ahrefs and Rush built on keyword tracking, and Sitechecker too. Yeah, and AI tools try to build on prompt tracking. The problem with all of this, you want to have to be visible by your keywords, but again, no one tool has the information by real search volume of prompts. Yeah, they are maybe so long. There is a lot of context, like in history of the user, that we can't know which like search volume is almost. There is no such metric for prompt tracking. Yeah, and I also had a discussion with the business owner of a big marketplace of freelancers, and he shared an interesting use case about how he tracked whether their brand is mentioned, yeah, and recommended by AI chats. And he said, I don't use keyword tracking because they are non-relevant. When I have the sales call or like demo call with one of the prospects, then I transcribe it and I try to enter the entire like call to the like request from the customer to the AI chat and ask who is the best solution for this request. Yeah. So it's very detailed, there are a lot of context. And if the AI chat recommends my product, this is great. This when I want to be recommended. Yeah. Not just by general keywords, but by very specific request of my ideal customer profile. So this is also an interesting approach. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But I like how some of the tools move in this space. They not just like track prompts, but they try to add one feature like called brand playbook, where you can enter some context about your brand, your ideal customer profile, yeah, and then they use this information to generate prompts. For example, not just what are the best sell tools are, what are the best sell tools for agencies with 20 websites and focus on SEO, yeah. So it's something very, when you know your ideal customer profile, you know where you want to be recommended and where you should really win. In
So is this something you want to show us, or is
oh,
Sitechecker?
we don't have it as a checker right now. Yeah, we as a checker we are like trying to implement my Looker template inside the app. It will
Okay.
be like we'll release it in 2 weeks. Yeah, and then we
Okay.
will add the AI overviews tracking. Like we already have it inside rank tracking, but we will build a separate report where we will
Okay.
see like the how many your tracked keywords have AI overuse and how many of them you win. Yeah. So because again, Google still has the much bigger part of pie in search traffic, and AI overviews generate even, I guess, even more visibility than other AI chats. So
Right.
it's still one of the biggest channels.
Okay. Now you have tracked brand mentions and citations across ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude. What have you learned about how these different LLMs actually select which brand to mention, and are there patterns agencies can influence?
This is something that I'm don't track this. Like I've tested a couple of tools, yeah, and we tried to implement as a checker at first only ChatGPT. I don't have like I didn't run my own studies and don't have a lot of experience in testing like different AI chats,
Okay.
because for me like ChatGPT is still like 80%, I guess, of all AI chats. Yeah, and trying to look for very specific approaches to each chat, it's not like it's just not really effective, I guess, right now. Yeah, maybe later it will change when we will have more traffic from this channel, but for now it's just some basic things. Yeah, you usually enter the prompt, you see which pages cited by AI chat, and you check whether you are mentioned in this specific page. It may be Reddit thread, it may be the listicle, which is very popular, yeah, like the
Right.
best tools for something. Uh, so you just have this list of 30-part content, external SEO resources, yeah, and you try to get mentioned there. So you visit the Reddit thread, comment with your product mention, you visit their website with the listicle and try to negotiate they include your brand too. Yeah, so just like the basic outreach that we did for a lot of time, but with focus on the brand mentions. Yeah, and also you try to create more content around on your own websites around
Okay.
also listicles, alternatives, etc. Yeah, and what I also do right now is like if you talk about Reddit and Medium, yeah. So is this something I can show you right now? Let me
Okay.
present.
Okay.
Uh, so for Medium, I found that if I publish the article on my blog, it can get like 10 users. Yeah. If I publish like the similar article on Medium, it can get 100 users. Yeah. It's just like Google loves the third-party platforms because they usually represent like non-biased like reviews about something. Yeah. So here's an example. Usually per month I get around like 1,000, 2,000 views of my articles on Medium, and I write them in a like specific approach. Yeah. For example, for one of the customers, for example, More Dash Alternative. It's the favicon, one of my customers is alternative. Yeah. So, and when I check that, I see that my article is here. Yeah. And I try to write it, not just, I try to paste such question to the title that it make the user curious. Yeah. They already know the brand, even if they didn't visit my landing page. Yeah. So I presented why this brand is better than others. Even if they don't visit this landing page, they already have brand mentioned, they already know this brand. Yeah. And also I see often that when I check for the AI reviews, my Medium articles take part in that. Yeah. In this case, it didn't mention, but as it's generated for every query, every time with the new content, I often see it in my AI reviews. Yeah. And as you can see, there are a lot of content around these types of content. Also, why Sitechecker is the best SEMrush alternative. Yeah. Why Sitechecker is the best search console alternative. And all these pages already have views. Yeah. And also at Sitechecker, I have the different project for them. So this is a great option that I guess in any other tracker you should get that too. So you like create your Medium profile, and you can track rankings in this Medium profile. Yeah. So for example, yeah. So you see, here's SEMrush alternative, a really competitive keyword, and my article already ranked on the 8th position without no backlinks. Well, I know that almost each article that in top 10, they all have backlinks in there. Yeah. And
So
there
it's
are a lot
more
of
because of parasite SEO thing.
what do you say?
I mean, it is because you are posting it on a medium which is more of an authority, kind of a parasite SEO, right?
Yeah. But it's called Parasite SEO, but my content really is unique. Yeah, I'm not like AI generated that. I'm just published it on another domain name. Yeah. So
Okay.
and you see that like there are a lot of keywords here, and all of them in top 10. Yeah. Like some of them I'm not creating landing page for this keyword, for example, but another ones they all in top 10. Yeah. So it works great for me. And another part is like Reddit, and it requires another session within an hour. Yeah. So I do
Yes.
a lot of stuff here, like growing my own subreddits, commenting, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But what I
We
found,
have a small section on Reddit, which we will be taking later in the show.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. So these posts which you make on Medium, are they the similar one which you post on your website, or they are unique articles?
No, this is unique, but usually it's something that I already published on LinkedIn, and then I turn it into the like more detailed article with images, etc. Yeah, I also tested the LinkedIn articles like for Parasite SEO. Yeah, but the problem that LinkedIn it doesn't live for a long time. Yeah, these articles. LinkedIn has problems with duplicate content because any new post, like there are articles and there are posts. Like, there are two different entities on LinkedIn. Yeah, and each new post can create the cannibalization by your keyword. Yeah, on Medium it's much harder. And these articles usually loved by both users and Google. So I'm just use what works, and Medium is like the best solution for now.
Okay. Now, now you just mentioned Reddit also. So let's briefly touch Reddit. I mean, also you have been publishing extensively on Reddit marketing, and you have called it your third biggest traffic source. Now, post Google's helpful content update for most of the site, Reddit traffic increased up to 10x. Yet most agencies either ignore Reddit approach or do it completely wrong. So let's change that with this discussion. So you've been playing with all the possible Reddit SEO growth options, I think, for the last 2 years, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure about the agencies. Some already really understand how the game has changed and they invest a lot of time there, but some just don't know how to do it well and how to do it
Okay.
properly. Yeah, because from one side, Reddit has the like very strict policy about self-promotion, but it doesn't ban the entire self-promotion. You can promote yourself there. Yeah, they just have the rule like called 1 of 10. So it's very old rule they created years ago that describes how you should think about Reddit. And usually it means that you have to publish like 10 great comments to promote like something in one comment. Yeah. So if you want to live there for a long time with your profile, your subreddits, you have to contribute, add value to communities. Yeah. Give really like strong comments, strong opinions, and then it's okay for you to promote your brands in some topics. Yeah. And also, because often people just look for products like like yours. Yeah. And it's very relevant to enter your product in specific thread and describe why you are better. It's something that people want to read. The problems created when you have a profile and each of your comments, when you open the history of profile, each comment contains the same brand, each comment contains the link, and it even added when it's not needed, when it's not asked. Yeah, this creates problems. Yeah, it's really to detect, and it's usually such profiles they ban quickly. So yeah, my approach is that start from the first step is to define the list of your keywords. Yeah, let me share the screen again. So you have to anyways, commenting starts from the keywords. Yeah, you have to know the list of your bottom of funnel keywords by which you already see that ranked thread, they already appear in top 10 by Google, or they cited by AI chats, and you want to appear them. Yeah. So and so at first you want I have even the specific let me I have an Airtable roadmap for one of my customers, and I'm trying to build the same roadmap for all brands I work with. So when I see the thread, yeah, I like create the I mark it, I give it a type. Yeah, it's already in top
Right.
10. It's cited by iChat, or the new thread by keyword. And to find the new thread by keyword, I use the tool F5 bot. It's a free tool. It's very simple, very action based. So you add keyword to monitor any you want, yeah, and then you get the email to your to your notification to your email. Yeah. So for example, this agency analytics is one of the competitors of Sitechecker, and I get the notification that new thread appears by this keyword. Yeah, I'm just visit it, I'm read it, and if I see that this question is really around Sitechecker, I leave a comment there, and yeah, I'm trying to ask my friends to upvote for it to make it number one. Yeah. And then you can because Reddit right now, it gives the option to monitor how many impressions your comment get. You can review it and see some of some of your comments can generate 1,000 impressions just because they're already in top 1. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So here I have an average like 20 views, but some of my comments can get like thousands.
They are in 100, I can see, right?
Yeah. Let me find it. Yeah, he's one like 8,000 impressions. Yeah,
Wow.
it just because this thread became viral. Yeah, and you never know which thread became viral. So this was the new thread. It was I get the notification to F5 bot, and then I'll have the comment, and because it became hot in the entire influencer marketing community, my comment gets so much impressions. Yeah. So sometimes you can publish a lot of comments, but then like even if you'll get like 1 of 10 comments with such impact, it's already a great approach. Yeah. So
So
it's
one
good.
quick question: when something like this posts here, does it reflect any LLM visibility as well? Have you noticed that?
Yeah, but it's really hard to track because you have to track. This is a new thread, yeah, and it's hard. I don't know the tool that helps you to track whether,
Right.
yeah. So you just see as a final result in the AI monitoring tools, like these sources were cited.
So let me rephrase my question. So once you started being more active on Reddit, have you seen your traffic from LLM increase, or is there a pattern you see between both?
I didn't track this just because for 2 reasons. Yeah, the problem I see that um, I don't know there some lack of time. Yeah, I know exactly that Google usually start. I already see that threads that were created like 3 months ago, and I left comment there. Sometimes they already appear in top 10 of Google. Yeah. So then I understand that there's a just higher chance that they will be used by AI reviews, and AI chat. So if the Google decided to rank them, there's a high probability of being cited in AI chats. The problem that as I see both Google and AI chats, they don't start ranking threads immediately. Yeah, they start ranking them after 3-6 months, sometimes even after a year. Yeah, so you can't
Right.
track that's clearly. But when I see there are a lot of real users with impressions, when I see that people choose Reddit when we ask them when they where they found the product. Yeah, so it's a sign for me that it works. Yeah, so yeah. Also,
Okay.
it's clear that Reddit has their own search engine and their own AI summary about what I can't find it because it's usually let me find it in the another browser. I mean that it's usually for other locations work. So if I try it from Ukraine, it doesn't work. When I try to
Okay.
open the enter some search keyword from US location, it gives me own AI chat response, yeah, like own AI response that already summarize about what Reddit knows about this specific brand. And it helps also understand whether you already created enough comments and content around your brand so Reddit understand what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So it takes too much time. Yeah. The other problem that Reddit, I have the template where you can track the, let me find it, template to track traffic from backlinks. And Reddit in August, they added the new parameter to their links, like refer UGC. And this means that you can't track traffic from Reddit in GA4 anymore, and this is the problem because it creates difficulties for attribution. So you can see it here. Yeah. So I had, let's see it on the months.
Right.
I had like 100 visits from Reddit in every month, and then they added the no refer UGC parameter to the URLs, and that's why it's already doesn't count as traffic from Reddit. You will see it in direct non-session source medium. Yeah. So the only way you can track the impact is just again using impressions by comments, using user polls when people sign up. Yeah. And Yeah, and checking citations in AI chats and Google Tops, like whether your content works well. Yeah. For example, I had a great example when I created uh, the simple post about deep crawl alternative around in our Sitechecker branded subreddit, and after months it started appear here. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's interesting that our subreddit is not popular. It's only like 30 members. Yeah, but good plus that it's already old enough. Yeah, and it's already like has like again there are not a lot of views, but because it's in top 10, I see like the impact. Yeah, I can publish some post from LinkedIn, and it will be in top 10 Google like in 1 2 months. Yeah, so it's a great approach, and we have the similar landing page on our website. Yeah, but it doesn't rank as high as the Reddit thread. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah. For
you
like I
shared
said that.
that. Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean that the first step is like to find the relevant threads, yeah, and you should do
Right.
it every day with this F5 bot, and then you start like mention your brand, comment, add in context about why this better. Then you try create your own subreddit, yeah, and like about your company, maybe your product updates, especially
Mhm.
if you already are big enough and you have customers that they can ask questions, etc. But it's really not a fast way. Yeah, when you published the landing page on blog or like your website, you get indexed immediately. Yeah, on Reddit it's like long-term game, and if you're ready to invest it at least sometime, like at least 3 months, like 30 minutes per day, 1 hour per day, it will like give great results. This is what I see.
Okay. Okay. Now, so in one of your, you also mentioned that you shared that you have identified 15 plus subreddits for SEO and B2B SaaS content where you post. So, can you walk us through your framework for identifying the right subreddits for a B2B SaaS client and what criteria actually matters?
Yeah, usually, let me share again. So
Okay.
Reddit right now it has more and more subreddits, and there are a lot of interest in small subreddits. So the entire approach, you just check which, for example, if I uh, enter a SEMrush alternative, my goal is to understand which subreddits Google decide to choose here. Yeah, and for example, in our case, there are ACO, big ACO, tech ACO. Like there are three subreddits, the most popular ones. Yeah, uh, that Google use them. And in your space, it may be different. You just have to review your SERPs and
Okay.
check which subreddits win. Yeah, this means that you have to be active there. But again, but then when you start using Reddit every day, you like take part in discussions. Reddit will suggest you relevant new subreddits in your home feed. Yeah. So let me show you an example.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's an example. Yeah. If I visited some community before, it's already like suggest me to join to it. Yeah, also based on my interest. Let me find it. If I visit community, if my here's an example, yeah, suggested for you. So Reddit has the understand your interest, yeah, and it suggested you subreddits every day when you scroll your home feed. So this is the place also to find these subreddits
Mhm.
that are relevant to your business. Join them, review them, take part in discussions. Yeah. So there are two places. Yeah, again, top of the Google and AI charts, which subreddits are cited, and the home feed on Reddit. It's
Right.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe the next question I can.
Yeah, I was just looking at the reviews. Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question was that you also mentioned three core methods: leaving comment, publishing post, and creating your own subreddit. So what is the, I mean, the ratio of all of these? So should you have more of your subreddits, more content? I mean, what is the ratio you ideally recommend or do for yourself?
Mhm. It really depends on the niche and your resources. Commenting is like the easiest one, and if in your niche created a lot of new posts on Reddit, it's really worth start commenting a lot. Yeah, but there are some niches where there are not as much content created. Yeah, for example, I have like my friend like is growing B2B SaaS called Forecastio that um, helps to do B2B sales forecasting for HubSpot sales. It's very hyper-focused niche, and there are not a lot of content on Reddit about that. So
Okay.
I just created a subreddit for him, and I'm saying you are posting a lot of great content on LinkedIn, and the problem that on LinkedIn you just don't get indexed as much, and you don't get as much impressions as you can get on Reddit. Yeah, I'm just saying, republish this content on Reddit in your own subreddit and see how you'll get more and more people interested in that. And after some time in this subreddit, when it became more authoritative, you will be able to publish very competitive keywords, like some posts around your competitive keywords. Yeah. So he's
Okay.
already ranked number one by like sales forecasting software, but he also can win one more URL with own subreddit after some time. Yeah, if everything done right. So it depends on the effort, but I always recommend to start with comments, uh, at least so you set up the F5 bot, and usually in F5 bot you set up the bottom of funnel keywords and your competitors, because when people look for competitors, usually it's already something relevant to your brand. Yeah. And you can see how much new threads appear by these keywords. If there are a lot of them, you can get a lot of them just commenting. Yeah. Usually on subreddit it's some evolution. Already when you have a lot of interesting content to share, or you have already some product and you have fans of your product, you can involve them in this community. Yeah. So it's yeah. Usually we start with comments, then we add posts after some
Is
time,
there a time frame for this, or I mean, let's say first month comments, then your own post? So, is there a time frame you follow, or no? Hardly.
I don't follow any like framework here. The comments is something that should happen every day or
Okay.
every time that new thread appear, and it should stop. Yeah, because you never know which new thread will become viral, which new thread became top 10 in Google or will be cited AHS. It's just a game of probabilities. The more you comment, the more you increase your chances there.
Okay.
And the goal of this own subreddit is much more long term. You won't get the customer or top 10 in Google in your first months. Yeah, because each subreddit is like each domain name. Google know exactly how much, how old it is, how many new threads appear there, how authoritative it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So Google see that, and with a new subreddit, you can get a lot of results because it's just like a new domain name. Yeah, you have a lot of
Right.
work to do to get results.
So, so does each subreddit has their own rules, right? So,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
moderation. So how do you navigate this? What's the process for understanding community norms before engaging?
You see the community rules. They are visible to everybody who visit the page. For example,
Okay.
let me find some. For example, here's influencer marketing. Yeah. So no, it's not visible here. Let's choose another. I've got some rules. Yeah.
Mhm.
So here's the rules. Yeah, like no spam, no blood on self promotion, etc., etc. you read them, and then you can understand how strictly like self-promotion and brand mentions in this specific subreddit. Yeah. Usually, like there exists a very strict subreddit, like, but another one, usually smaller ones, they're open to some, if you are clear who are you and you add your brand when it's relevant, not everywhere. Yeah. And you also contribute to the community with other, like helping people to answer the questions, is great in this case. So just review these rules, and when you publish posts, it's interesting that you can do the same. When you publish posts, you can repurpose it, like publish it to another community, and you can check how it performs in different communities. Yeah, in some it can become like viral, in some it will be deleted. Yeah, so you have to experiment with that. So for example, for SEO, there are around 3-5 maybe even 7 communities where you can try to post the same post. Yeah, and you can experiment with that. So
you can do all 7 same time.
Yeah, you can post it the same. You can like post it in one community and repost to another one, and it will be like it's what I do with my own community. Yeah. Let me show again. As an example, is when you grow the subreddit, is one of the underrated tactics when you cross post your own post to another community. For example, I made a post in my community called SEO gaps. Yeah, and then there is Reddit suggest you even this feature. Yeah, like cross post to more communities. So I click on that. It's immediately show me the content. Yeah, and I can quickly select another SEO communities, and some of them not allow this feature. Yeah, and others allow. So you can check that post, and it will appear in another community under my community. Yeah, so it's the fastest way to grow your own community with this approach. You just cross post your existing post to another similar by interest communities.
Okay. And one final question on the Reddit is that, of course, you've grown multiple B2B brands on Reddit. Now, what's one piece of advice that would save agencies 6 months of trial and error?
Great question. It's really not like you can't learn it in one day. It's really, yeah. I have like a great like a long guide. I also have the presentation about how to do Reddit. I recently did the session about that. But when you read it, you have to understand how it works. You have to start being the real organic user of Reddit. Yeah, take part in it as a user of any other social media. Yeah, really try to find interesting topics for you as like maybe some boring topics about pets, football, something like that. Yeah, anything, and understand how it works. Yeah, when you will understand that, when you will become the active part of community, it will be easier for you to grow brands there. Yeah, and also start grow in any subreddit as fast as possible, because when you see when you are moderator, I can show you again. When you are moderator of the community, you can show how moderators of other communities will see your comments. Yeah, here's an example again. When somebody comment under my post and I am a moderator, I can visit, I can click on them, and Reddit suggest me an AI-based summary about this profile. Yeah, it showed me exactly what this guy did before. Yeah, and if your profile publishing only about your brand and only links and etc., Reddit even can mark it as a potential spam. Yeah, and in this summary, it will be say, this guy promotes only his brand and it's all. Yeah. So Reddit helps moderators to reduce the potential spam as much as possible. Yeah. And when you start growing your own community, when you start seeing the content as a moderator, you better understand how to post comments effectively. Yeah. So this another advice.
Okay. With this, we come to the final session, and of course, we almost ran out of time. So just have a very quick questions. Now, 5 years from now, what does SEO look like for a B2B SaaS agency? Can you paint us a picture of? Also, can you paint us a picture of what you are building towards Sitechecker and what agency should be preparing for?
It's a good question. What I see, it's really hard to say what will happen in 5 years. Yeah. In I guess in 1-2 years, we see that the content that works for ACO and AI chats, it's really already the content that works for any other marketing channel. Yeah, you have to have case studies, good pricing, good comparisons with competitors. And comparison, for example, comparison with competitors is just some basic thing that your sales representative should have. No matter where customers come from, your customers will ask these questions. Yes, so you create the landing page based on the sales material you could have for your sales team. Yeah. So I mean that it's really so integrated that if you create a great piece of content or data study or comparison, it usually means that you can use it not just for ACO, but for your social media posts, for your paid ads, etc. And I believe it should be more and more like full stack marketers and like some complete strategies around like not just ACO, like as ACO. Yeah. So just organic visibility everywhere. Yeah. And we already see right now that you have to have like aliases. Yeah. Your website, because decision made not on your website. Yeah. When people visit your website, it usually often means that they already hear something about you, and often they already near the subscription step. Yeah. So it's okay to create videos about you, to create articles as I do on Medium about you, to ask other people write about you. Yes. So it's completely changed from the everything around Google and your website only and backlinks. Yeah. To the place where the most important thing is entity, like brand, and how you build it around the entire internet that used by AI chats to aggregate information about what this brand does and why it's better than others. Yes, so you have to answer it everywhere.
Okay. All right. With this, we come to the end of our show, and thank you for bringing such depth and candor to today's conversation, and thank you for giving your time.
Yeah, thank you for your invitation. It was a great question, and yeah, I have a lot of to answer yet, but if people will comment, I will answer.
Okay. And to our subscribers, if you have found this value in this episode, please share it with another agency owners who need to hear about AI visibility and, of course, Reddit strategy as well. And subscribe to Agency Insider Show whenever you get your podcast. Until next time, keep building, keep optimizing, and keep staying ahead of the curve. Thank you.